Hello everybody, welcome back to Iron Kings. This is day 8 of my Persona 5-day tracker. Today is a big heavy cutscene day, as we are preparing for the palace on day 18. But on this day, we decided to go to the doctor, and this is when we meet Takemi. This will not be a social link, but will let us buy medicine from her so we can buy healing items in the overworld. This is also when we get our hint to her social link, aka that she's selling under-the-table drugs. Fun. But we get caught, because it's a terrible way to hide. Good job, Ren. But we talked to Naomi, and we set up for tomorrow's event. Here we go in and get some weapons. Thank you all for coming today. Hello everybody, welcome back to iRoll Kings. This is day 9 of the Persona 5-day tracker. Today we meet up with Ryuji to prepare for the palace. He leads us to Iowa's gun shop so we can buy weapons. We had to convince him to let us buy weapons. If you come back here later, you can get the cutscene of him giving you a bag. I won't do that for a little while, but because I am lazy and forget to buy weapons. Well, Ryuji gives us some money and we buy some weapons. We text back with Anne to see how Gio is doing after a couple days ago's events. Morgana also teaches us how to use these tools and how to craft them. Well, thank you all for all your support in the previous videos. This is iRoll Kings, and I will see you all. Hello, welcome back to iRoll Kings. This is day 10 of my Persona 5-day tracker. This is when we get to meet the other characters. This is Pro Joe, and he decided to play some baseball. Everyone besides our lazy character is cleaning their room. Most of the characters will be doing their own thing, but occasionally if they don't got anything to do, they will do the same thing. Like now, kindness, and there's nothing to do to increase kindness in a day until later in the game, so they just study up. Gutsy goes to meet Takemi and start her social link. This is really all you could do this day. You could also study in the library, but I decided this one was more important as due to raising your guts anyway. And starting one of the 2 social links that required guts. I was the other one, the other shopkeeper. And so, that's what we do. Charmer goes to do his day job. He will be like the richest one here, as he will be, doing his job. But for our main playthrough today, we will be heading to the palace and get certain in-universe name of Panther. After some easy doing, we get all 3 of the will seats and find our way to the treasure. This will be the end of the day, as don't do much grinding. And finally we go to Lazy, who just rushes to bed. Thank you for watching. Hello, welcome back to iRoll Kings. This is day 11 of my Persona 5-day tracker. Today is another big day as we get another classroom answer. We get it correct because we are very smart. And no one gets to increase intelligence. But getting back to our guys, we start off with Pro Joe, who decides to go into the palace today. He was just a little late. He gets all the will seeds and finds his way to the treasure. This is pretty easy because he's a proficient Joe. And with that, he gets ready to send a calling card tomorrow. But before then, he gets a little tech conversation from his friends and makes some tools. Cutting back over to Noble Joe, and with a surprise appearance from Gutsy, we study at the library again, because that's really the only thing you do. Noble Joe continues his studies as he studies in the blocks. Well, kinda lazy. Go meet up with Ryuji. Kind goes and takes care of his plant before cleaning LeBlanc's. Makes it a very efficient day. Well, also, Lazy's doing Ryuji so he can get the bonus. Gutsy decides to improve his health, because he's very gutsy. Charmer goes to do his day job and sees Ryuji is there, getting a bit of friendship points with him. And also reads his book, because he's a very charmful guy. We come back to Ren, who decides to send his calling card today. That means tomorrow will be the earliest time you can go to finish the palace. That's going to be a big day tomorrow. And finally, Lazy goes to sleep. Hello everybody, welcome back to iRoll Kings. This is day 12 of my Persona 5 day tracker. Today is a very heavy-duty day. Starting out with Projo. Projo, after completing the palace yesterday, decides to send out their calling card on a nice rainy day. He will then do the palace tomorrow. He will decide to make a few more tools to make sure he's fully prepared for the palace. Noble Joe is a bit late to the party, but after a bit of talking, he gets one together and goes to the palace. But speaking of some stuff, this is also the first day we can read a book on the train. And now we caught up to Noble as he finished the palace by going to Willseed and finding the treasure. That makes it a very good day for him, because he's very well done. He also studies for his exams, because he's a very smart boy. Going on to Kindly, he's wait a little bit longer and make sure he's fully prepared for the palace. He reads a nice big book on the way to the train, increasing his kindness, but there are no other activities to improve kindness. He and Gutsy go study at the library. But going back to him, he calls out his friends about things and goes hang out with Sojiro. Also, Gutsy does the same thing, as there's nothing to do in LeBlanc's to raise their guts. And then does that. Charmer still needs some more money, so he decides to go, after reading a nice book to increase his charm, finishing it up from yesterday, decides to head to his day job and make a bunch of money. And it goes to increase his kindness, or charm. Finally, we go back to Red, who decides not to read a book, and after sending the calling card yesterday, he heads into the palace. He leads to the big battle. They get their treasure on the earliest possible day, and after squeezing friendship with Morgana, the boss fight with Kamoshida begins. After a nice hard-fought battle, and after a moment of fighting Kamoshida, covering some of her old trauma. But after that, we head off for the day. We get our way in. This is a very efficient day. And Lazy reads no book and goes to bed. Thank you for coming. Welcome back to iRoll Kings. This is day 13 of my Persona 5 day tracker. Today is another day where we just get everything done for everybody. Today Pro has sent out the calling card, one day late compared to Ren, but that's not going to be a problem, as he has batter swing and he's now all ready to go. He heads into the palace, finds a treasure pretty easily, and befriends Morgana. After that, we get confronted by King Kamoshida and get ready for another big dramatic battle. We defeat him easily and get through a moment with him, which we skip today. But we escape the palace basically unharmed, and we now get started on the waiting game as to see if everything works out fine. But you know, it works. And it's about cutscenes. I might skip them or might not. We also make some more tools. Noble decides to send out the calling card today, and because he's now ready. and does a bit more studying on the side just to make sure his big brain is working. Kindness decided to go into the palace today. Very late, but very prepared. As they find all the will seeds with ease, getting the nice necklace, and after that he finds the treasure and gets prepared for going to set out the calling card tomorrow. And as a final thing, he decides to clean up LeBlanc's again, as the plant is fine. Guts decides to train and study to make sure he's ready. Charm does his day job, and thanks to LeBlanc being nice, we get to go out and bathe. Red is now free to do whatever he wants, decides to start the Death Confidant, and, stuff. He's gonna focus mostly on the Phantom Thieves, but there wasn't many Phantom Thieves things to do today, so he's off the Death Confidant, and after calming down everybody, we start the Hierophant Confidant with Sojiro. And with that, we end with Lazy. Thank you for coming. Welcome back to iRoll Kings. This is day 13 of my Persona 5 day tracker. Today we're doing a lot of interacting stuff. And so today, Pro, after finishing his palace, decides to hang out with Ryuji, because that rank 7 bonus be going crazy. The ability to kill personas by just running into them is so good that I'm not playing the game without it. So, sorry. Also, we decided to interact with Sojiro to continue a social link. Noble decided, after setting the calling card yesterday, decides to go finish the palace today. And after making his way into the treasure room, he and making friends with Morgana, they get into a confrontation with King Kamashita and start the next big boss fight. After winning with ease, they make the end, decides to spare him, and we escape the castle. This makes it a very efficient day for Noble, but he's still not done with what he's doing today. He decided to study a little bit more. Kindness decides to go and send the calling card today, which it also cleans the place. And next up is supposed to be Gutsy, who decides to go into the palace today. He finds all 3 of the will seats with minimal ease and finds his way to the throne room. Good for him. And next up, we got, after a bit more studying, because why not, Charmer also goes to the bathhouse. And we go to Red, who interacted with Ryuji this morning, decides to continue a social link with Sojiro. And we get a bit of hints of future characters and stuff like that. It was a very efficient day after everything is done. Finally, we go to Lazy, who also interacts with Ryuji today, getting a bit further ahead of everybody, because, like I said, that rank 7 bonus go crazy, though. And so, even though it's a bit of work for Lazy, he decides to do it. And after all that, he goes to bed. Thank you for watching.